We're in.
Pokemon's a different lifestyle, dude. You just don't look at your phone at all.
Bro, I think Switch also. Is Bobby? Your headphones are loud.
I regularly will like be on Twitch and I'll like be also on Discord and I will just stop talking on Discord because I'm so into Pokemans.
Yeah, no, dude, you get so into it, you don't even realize 2 hours has been gone.
Yeah, and I'm noticing.
Be like, what?
I'm noticing.
How did 2 hours?
Bro, that's real shit. I'm just noticing where it's like you look up and you're like, one gym. Because yesterday we were doing a Pokemon battle before we got on Brawlhalla, and Bobby was like, it's been like 20 minutes. I was like, there's been like 3 for that Pokemon battle.
It was not
it
3.
It was low key more than that. It was.
Yeah, dude. Because
it was a while, but you don't notice it.
Yeah. Dude, also, basically, time doesn't pass.
Do you guys play on a monitor?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or do you go handheld?
Me?
Yeah.
So I was playing handheld a lot this weekend because I was on the south side and I was doing a whole bunch of different shit across the city. So I was playing handheld for Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, but I mainly play on screen. I use the big monitor and then I just have a camera over it.
True, because I tend to go handheld most of the time, and I feel like that just makes it so much easier.
I mean, that's like, definitely more immersed.
I'm
like
literally just in it. At that point.
You get in there. Yeah, when you're handheld, you get in there.
It's also way better than
that's
playing
all I
on
do.
DS because I was playing like when I play like Heart Gold on DS, I'm like, this is harder to get immersed in.
Yeah.
Can you
facts.
Potentially could you attach like some kind of controller adapter to the DS? Would that be possible?
I don't think so. It's like at that point just emulated on a different device.
I thought they did have controllers that went through that back port with the clip.
No, never.
Yeah, that fry it.
No, I don't. I never saw it. I don't know if it's possible.
The DS is very, 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 very.
It's very low, dude. It's
like,
so low.
Even the 3DS,
it was barely running Mario back in the day, man.
Well, it's like
somebody
getting towed.
Maybe not.
Somebody park in front of a fire hydrant. Okay.
I'm right in front of your car, so if I am, you are.
Cool. Because I was about to say, damn, that was loud. It's very close. Sorry we had to stop the show for that. But it's a perfect time for us to bring in the show. What is up, and welcome to another episode of Better Than Cable. You are in here with J-Treb from the Miseducation of Music, and we got Ananya and Pars. As you can see, we already were doing about this Pokemon, man. How you all been, though? How's your week going? What are you all up to? What's the content you're dropping? The regular top of episode stuff.
Yeah, I mean, daily shorts. Still going strong. And then I did drop a video today, and then another video coming out. Hopefully Friday.
Oh, 2 a week?
2 a week.
2 a week and shorts every day is intense. I'm not gonna lie, you on your hustle.
I'm on your hustle, my G. Let's do it.
That's what's up. What you been dropping, Pars?
Dude, just dropped my review this week and then been dropping daily shorts as well. So go check that ish out. And I also just saw LeBron live last night. That shit was lit.
Oh,
that
you were
shit
at the game?
lit. Yeah, dude.
Man, that's crazy. How was it?
Dude, I dropped the bag to go to that game. Dude, it was crazy.
Was it worth it?
It was worth it, man. It was worth it. Lakers won.
Are they playing
and also
right
like
now? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, dude, it was so funny. So walking in, I was wearing a Lakers jersey, obviously, right? And everyone was booing me, right? Walking in. Some random people were like, boo, Lakers, right? And then after we left, dude, it was dead silent, man. It was dead silent. There was this one drunk dude behind us. He's like, yeah, Lakers, let's go Lakers. And he's like, yeah, all you Warriors fans are quiet now. And I'm like, yeah, dude, they are. They're dead silent, dude. No one was even saying anything, man. It was hilarious.
It's going to be an interesting series. We're back to Steph and LeBron.
Oh, I'm so happy.
It's just...
this is classic, man. This is classic.
That's what I'm saying. But it's also like, it's one of those, I feel like whoever wins this one might take the whole, you dig?
Yeah.
That's kind of what it seems like. It seems like there's a lot of energy on this particular series.
Yeah.
Exactly, dude. Yeah, you have good feelings about both these teams, but yeah, I think the Lakers are gonna win, man. Let's go. Let's go.
What's up, man? Let's go. Also, you've been tweeting hella Avatar content, man. Is there another? I want to ask you as a fan of your content. Is there another Avatar video in the works, maybe?
Yeah, dude, I'm probably gonna make like 2 or 3 more. I'm already thinking about a Mechanist one. I've been telling you guys about that one, and then I think I'm gonna do one on Zuko and like the Fire Lord and their relationship.
Oh,
so like that I feel like is
that's hard.
that I feel like is super important throughout the series, and it's like I was just thinking about that because I just rewatched the whole part where Zuko flipped sides, and all that stuff's going on. They have like individual trips with Zuko to like have like character growth. It's like, dude, it's such an amazing ending.
Quickly, but it all feels so correct.
Yeah.
Like it feels very like genuine. Nothing feels rushed, and they do these in like 20-minute freaking episodes, man. Yeah. It's such a good show.
It's literally all the characters too. It's like the smallest character you know.
It was great, man.
They did such a good job.
Yeah, and then dude, when Zuko and Iroh reconnected. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Man. That scene was wild, dude.
Facts.
Just
like that gets you in there, man.
The episode where him and Aang have to like just carry the flame and go like meet with the dragons. It's such a dope story. It's such dope character growth.
Yeah, exactly. How Iroh saved the dragons, basically.
Yeah, because I was about to say, the dragons would have actually been extinct. All of that has to tie in with the fact of like him choosing the path of his uncle versus the path of his father, and it's like how that all culminates with the Avatar, and then noticing how like his father's father actually did have that connection with like, oh man, it's just such a deep story. Yeah. Why did they end this show a season early?
And his
when they
showed that his grandfather was also the Avatar.
Man,
crazy
come
shit.
on.
It's like, that's why he has that like.
I will say the end does feel very rushed.
It feels rushed just because of it.
Well, they had to end it a season early.
From the standpoint of we were getting a whole entire like season for one element, it's super rush that he's OP by the end.
Why isn't Zuko OP at the end?
Zuko is kind of OP in the sense of him via Azula. In my sense,
Azula puts up a fight.
Yes, but Azula ultimately gets defeated, even though she is the most powerful. Because now we're going back to like how Zuko just learned to control
Azula would have
himself
beat
and fight
Zuko
better.
Still.
Like if Azula had more power, she was out of control though. Yeah. And
exactly.
Zuko
if Azula didn't lose her mind, she would have easily defeated Zuko. She would have beat him again.
Well, but Katara was the reason she lost. Yeah.
No. Katara's not the reason she lost technically. I would say she's the reason why she's like held down and like
reason.
She's like locked up.
But Zuko was the
cuffs.
Zuko ended it. Yeah, Zuko finished it off.
Zuko ended it by the redirect of lightning, and just the beautiful fucking imagery of the scene is like crazy because it's like he took her out of controlled rage and focused it and used it right back on her, and it's like such a deeper metaphor. And it like as that's still rushed too. Like even their relationship up to their fight is rushed. Her going and leaning into that like just more like obsessive like
she goes totally crazy.
Well, I mean it's like this manic state because you almost like feel for her as well because you almost see that she's just like, look at me, dad, and it's like fucking sad how crazy she's going.
Yeah, even like my own mom thinks I'm a monster.
Oh my dude, and it's like imagine if we would have got an extra season.
Exactly.
Imagine if they could have like laid the fucking bed of that a little bit like smaller for us to lead up to that shit.
Yeah.
And that's even deeper, dude, because if you think about even Iroh's character, right? Why didn't Iroh take Azula under his wing? Right? He just took Zuko under his wing, and slowly throughout Zuko's life, he like slowly added wisdom, right? Like just trickled in over time, and eventually it flipped Zuko, right? But dude, imagine if he tried with Azula since she was a young child. Like I feel like Iroh was flawed in that way as well. For you know what I'm saying? For not helping out Azula as well. You know what I'm saying? So like that was kind of effed. I thought about that as well. I'm like, oh shit, you know? Like,
yeah, I definitely feel that. Like I wonder if it was like a she's too far gone or like a if I don't get the boy of the family, it doesn't really matter, like type shit, where it was like he could have tried it with Azula, but if it was Zuko, maybe shit would have been even wilder. I don't know.
Yeah,
man, but like
exactly.
Even
I don't know.
Like Iroh's logic would be a crazy fucking video because I mean, like those are things that I don't even know if the people who made the show have answers for.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's so
exactly like maybe they never
too. Like there's
maybe they never thought of it in that way, right? Where it just made sense to have Zuko, you know, be with Iroh versus Azula being in there,
Just 'cause
right?
it was like
And
he's
making Azula
intentionally
like
trying to make Zuko
yeah.
the Fire Lord,
Mhm.
and it was probably like even like he would never make his daughter the Fire Lord type shit. Because technically
Yeah.
he makes her
Yeah.
the Fire Lord, but it's not like he cares. He's like, I'm about to
Yeah.
rule the
No,
world.
he's the
You can have
Phoenix
this little
King,
fire
dude. He's the
shit.
Phoenix
Like,
King.
it was such a constellation prize. It was so bogus. It was like the most empty
Dude,
thing
it was
ever.
so
And she's like,
bogus,
I'm the
man.
Fire
It
Lord.
was like you're here, so
Yeah.
here you go.
And she's
Yeah.
literally just trying to put meaning behind it. Her entire fight with Zuko is like, I'm the Fire Lord. I'm trying to just prove to you. And it's like, sis, this don't mean nothing. Pop's crazy, sis. Like, back off. We ain't got
Yeah,
to fight.
she totally lost her way, dude. Exactly. And then yeah, dude, I just want to cover like how Zuko got lost in trying to pursue like regain his honor without realizing the true ways of fire were, you know, deviating from what he really needed to learn. You know what I'm saying? Because if he was going to be the next Fire Lord, right? He never understood that you have to understand the true ways of fire to be a good Fire Lord. And then so that's what he ended up doing by going with like the Sun Warrior tribe, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Can't
The
remember.
only peaceful
There,
firebenders
yeah.
we ever see in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everybody else who's a firebender just is inherently evil and hates the world.
Yeah.
Except for this one tribe. Man, that show is crazy. You can break that show up so many different ways. Like, I feel like
I wouldn't
everybody
say
has a different
everyone
opinion.
is.
What?
You have the guy who taught like Sokka swordsmanship,
Yup,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
right, you right.
and
Was
like
he
I
a
would.
bender? Was he a
Yeah,
bender?
but he was a part
I
of
was
the
about to say-
White Lotus.
I
though.
don't.
He was a
I
part
don't
of
know
White
if he
Lotus.
was a bender, but then there's also like, Aang went to school and they invaded that town for a while, and like
yeah, some
it's
people
not
in the nation
everyone.
weren't,
It's
but you
like
saw the propaganda being taught was
No,
essentially.
no, but
Well, yeah.
it's like you're
Yeah.
brainwashed though, right? You're brainwashed
it's like it
to
wasn't
believing
entirely their
that.
fault
That's
that
the
they
whole
were bad
idea
people,
behind it.
but
It's
they
like
were bad.
if the leaders are corrupt and are pushing a corrupt agenda, right? It just trickles down to the people. Like that's a natural progression, right?
Yeah.
Damn. It was like the kids didn't even have a chance.
Dude, actually, dude. I'm gonna add that shit as I'll make another video about that shit.
Man, it's like, yo, we need to talk
Dude.
about the educational system.
It's basically
of the
it's similar
Avatar
to
universe.
yeah, it's similar to how it was like run in like communist Soviet countries, right? Like
Yeah.
if you think about like the USSR's you know, enforcement on certain things, how
Korea
people
right
should
now.
interact with religion, stuff like this, right? They remove all this kind of stuff from people, like how they couldn't dance, right? Similar in a similar fashion. It's really cool, man. The way they built out that world is amazing.
I feel
dude.
like it was like they
I
created
love that shit.
years of history
Facts.
before the start
Yeah,
point of the show
facts.
and stuck to it so
Yeah.
intensely. Like whatever their show Bible was for this, like whatever was like the this is our philosophy, everyone understood the fucking assignment. And then they
Facts.
understood the assignment enough to carry it forward many years to like 2 generations deep because Aang's grandchildren are alive.
Yeah.
And like keep that same continuity in that same world and like not take anyone out of it who had seen the previous.
Yeah.
But like they created
Yeah.
something brand new. Like, oh man, come on, just a great
Facts.
show. They just announced
show,
like
dude.
that the movie is in production that they're working on from Avatar Studios, not the Netflix
Yeah.
joint. And that was just really freaking cool because I'm so excited. Like those are the
Facts.
original writers.
Dude, yeah,
coming
what's
back.
going on with the Netflix ish, dude? What's going
I
on
don't
with
know,
that?
No
man.
idea.
There's a whole bunch of people learning martial arts for it because they just dropped trailers of those people who they picked for the characters just flipping and shit.
Dude, that's something I also value
down
about
for it.
Avatar is
Fuck
like
out of that.
the
It's
martial
so
arts is exquisite, man. Because if I always thought about this in Azula's and Zuko's fights,
Oh yeah.
you see that Azula is so skilled, but you also see Zuko's skill. Like Zuko's not really outshone in terms of firebending skill. He pulls out like some new technique every single time as
That's
well.
what I'm saying. He might
Yeah.
even have a
You know,
stance that
it's-
just looks different than what everyone else is standing in to like give him a, like a
Exactly.
what seems to be power.
Yeah.
Where it's like he knows what he's doing. Like
Yeah, like they pull out all sorts of stuff. Like when Azula pulled out those fire whips, like that was genius, man. Like all kinds of
dude,
stuff.
There's so much
crazy.
content in there, and I hope that the people who are making the Netflix show are like watching the people on YouTube and like watching the old
Yeah.
content. Like it's like please, there are channels dedicated
So-
to this shit. Like,
I want to see
But let me-
Zuko's
Dude, yeah.
Swordsman more too.
Let me
Oh,
say
that'd
this:
be cool.
I don't get this. Zuko had the burn on his face, right?
correct. From
Yeah.
How'd he
his
get burned?
from his father?
That's from his dad.
His
No,
father.
I know, but he's a firebender. He can hold fire. How'd he get burned?
They're not
No.
unburnt in that show.
Yeah.
It's not like Targaryens.
But like,
You can still be burnt.
Yeah,
by
no,
fire.
that's so.
so that means
Bob makes a good point. I was wondering why there's not more people with scars in the
Yeah.
Fire Nation.
like, why aren't they all burning the
There
shit
should
out
be
of
more
themselves?
scarred people.
I don't know if they
There should
burn
be more scarred
themselves.
people.
I feel like
Yeah, because that was like.
Well, no, but like I'm
No, if you
serious.
think,
Like
like,
that's the
fire
thing.
is
You have
naturally
everyone
dangerous,
making
right? Like,
fire
as
with
they
their
say,
hands. Like someone's gonna.
Fire is naturally
gonna be a
dangerous.
thing.
I don't think so. I feel like maybe it shows more the control of the people who do have the power of bending.
Mhm.
Because I
It's
mean,
like-
you don't see a lot of haphazard benders. The benders that you do see are kind of like grunt soldiers. You don't see anyone who's like wacky firebender. I'm not that good with it. Like, so I don't think there'd be that many burns. Unless there were like, I'd make an argument for there should be more burns on like their captured people. Like if you were captured by the Fire Nation, maybe your arm
Yeah,
should
that's
be
what
a
I'm
little
saying.
grazed or something.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
But that,
Yeah, no,
I
that
don't
was
know
my
about
point.
just,
It's like they don't.
It's just like
they
Zuko's
haven't
the
burned
only one
other
in the
people,
show
though.
You see burnt and
Yeah.
scarred.
maybe anyone
Yeah.
else who got a burn in the face died.
Yeah, maybe he's the one.
Like I could
Maybe they
also
just
see
killed
it being
the-
that
maybe
way
they
as
just
no,
killed
but I
whoever
mean,
got
like,
burned. You're
burn to
right.
your
That's
fucking
that's a
face.
good point.
Faces, like
Finish
people
the
have
job.
arms.
That's a
But
good
I'm just
point.
Multiple
saying, like,
shirtless
He
firebenders
took
in that.
He took a full force burn
Combustion
to the
Man?
face, and he can still see. So I'm gonna assume he has some type of repellent to the fire. He didn't lose his eye. So I mean, like maybe there is some type of burn protection, but I didn't think there was.
There is
Now
to
that I'm
some degree,
thinking
but
about
not if that person's a stronger firebender, right? His dad's naturally a stronger firebender than he
That's what
was
I'm
when he was
saying.
young,
His dad
right?
just whooshed
So it's
him in
like-
the face real quick.
His dad is the strongest firebender in the world, right? Like that's the whole
You
point.
also an asshole.
that he
like,
could do
bro,
that.
like you like I don't care what nobody say, but you like you a little pussy if you just smack a kid in the face with fire. Like this,
Dude, that's messed up,
Yeah,
man.
I'm never
Who
gonna
challenges the
respect
kid to
you,
an
you know,
Agni
like-
Kai? Who
Yeah,
challenges
legit.
your kid to an
who
Agni
challenges
Kai?
their
Man?
son?
That's messed up.
Like,
Bro.
hey, it's Tuesday.
That's
you're
messed
kind of
up,
a
man.
disappointment, Agni Kai. Like,
Legit.
that's wild
legit,
as
bro.
fuck.
And he killed his mom.
Yeah.
No, he
Well,
didn't. The
he was
mom's
ordered to
actually
kill
alive.
his son first, right? He was
Well,
ordered
so
to kill
if
the
you- If you go
Zuko,
into
and
the
then
books, the mom is alive.
Yeah.
They do tell her story in the official canon.
Nah, even at the end, doesn't he ask? Does he ask his dad, "Where's my mom"?
I don't think the dad knew. 'Cause
Yeah.
she gets her
Yeah,
memory
he does.
wiped, and she
He
goes
does.
down to
Remember in
village,
the
and she's
solar
with another
eclipse?
family.
In the
Yeah,
solar
it's
eclipse,
like-
he asks
Oh,
his
true.
father,
Yeah, he's like, "Where's
So
my
they
right?
both say
mom?"
And
it in
then
the show?
and then he attacks him with lightning. Remember, and he
Yeah,
redirects
facts,
it and then
facts.
escapes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good battles.
Dude,
at the end of
it's
that
so
show.
deep, man.
There's
It's
a lot
so
of good
fucking deep.
battles.
Dude, 20-minute episodes are so like
And they
deep,
had
man. The 20
commercials.
minutes
I
Yeah.
loved this
feels
shit
like
when it had
40
commercials.
minutes, man.
Bro, oh
the
my
20
God.
minutes feels like 40 minutes. That's how
Well,
deep
it
those
is
20-minute
40 minutes
episodes
with
are.
the commercials.
Yeah, with commercials.
I'm pretty
With
sure they were
commercials, it's usually
45-minute
30.
episodes.
Oh, they were definitely.
No, I think
30-minute
it makes
episodes.
I think it makes it to 30. Yeah, it
21
was
minute-
30
21
minutes
to 22
overall.
minute episodes, 9 minutes of commercials.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
got like
Yeah, that was
40
the
it's like
formula.
47 to 50 minutes, or like no, it's like 45 to. 47
And yeah, dude, I feel like
minutes.
that makes you appreciate even more that in such a short amount of time they reeled you in, man. They really reeled you in there.
Bro.
Dude, like usually like 1 minute is like 1 page of dialogue, so that means there's only like 21 pages to get this shit
Mhm.
right. Like
Mhm.
that's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild as hell. Oh my god, that's crazy.
And it's almost like they didn't waste a minute.
No, they
like
couldn't.
each
Like how could you? though?
second there's something
Yeah,
important.
yeah,
It's like
you
there's
can't.
no filler,
can't.
and then in Korra there's like no filler
Yeah,
either, which like
facts.
that's a whole nother pool to dive into.
Mhm.
Like just the way they set everything up there.
Yeah,
It-
dude, like the
this was
only
not even a topic on our
episode
list
I could
today.
say was like remotely
Nah.
the only episode I could say was remotely filler was the where they went to that play of themselves.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
No,
So
I'm
that
not
was
gonna call
like-
that filler because they
It
faithfully
was
did that.
somewhat filler.
They
Yeah.
faithfully did that to recap battery.
Oh shit.
Oh, hey.
1 second. 1 second while we get Pars back. While we get ourselves back to
I
Pars.
forgot the
Man,
noise, man. I
got
literally
no
forgot
haste
what the
in you.
noise was.
You got no haste in you.
He doesn't know the noise.
Hurry up and put the fucking battery in so I can keep having the conversation we were just having. Now you're stopping. Now you're freaking stopping.
Impatient ass.
Very impatient. You move so slow. Like I could have moved from this seat into this quicker. Jesus Christ. It's just so. This is like so slow. Like, you trying to prove a point? Like, it's like, is the point that I need to like buy the AC adapter? There's nothing to knock off. It's just there's no haste. There's no haste. Like, I hit you with the, and there was no haste.
That was the noise, by the way, Parse.
That's the noise, man. But as I was saying, the only reason why I'm okay with that episode is because those are like faithful to like cartoon type shows, because these did play on TV channels. So they had to have an episode where they recap everything that happens before they get to their finales for the people who like either came in halfway through, like pre-streaming shit. It made sense because there's one in Korra as well where they do it with like cartoons and shit, and I really like that one. I like it more than I like
what about the wasn't there an episode that was just totally not part of the storyline though?
Lion Turtles.
What?
Oh, Lion Turtle.
I don't know. Lion Turtles, Spirit Realm. I'm
No,
trying to think
that
of
one.
episodes.
No, the
that
Lion
one
Turtles was a
important.
key.
Yeah,
That was
the
how
Lion
he
Turtles
figured
was
out
a
he
key
could take away the
episode.
bending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was important.
Yeah.
Okay.
The energy bending. The energy bending.
But
was,
I thought there
that
was
little-
one in the swamp earlier with the swamp guys that was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
we didn't really need this.
No, but they did. They came back in the war. They were
They
were
did,
in
but
the war.
like, what happened? And what did we learn? From
Okay,
that
so yeah, it's
episode?
like if you could take them out on both sides and nothing changes about the
Yeah.
story.
It was.
Yeah,
I guess that was more of a world building where like there are waterbenders that are outside of the tribes, kind of.
yeah.
They just wanted you to see
Right,
it,
yeah.
and they really could have said
Yeah.
it, but they wanted you to see it.
I mean-
because they probably had like a 22 episode.
But they
Yeah,
could have
yeah.
introduced it different.
But that was also an introduction to the connection of the forest, which led to in Korra we saw the connection in the forest. So I felt like that was a deeper lore drop.
That's like they didn't know
What do you
that
think?
was
I was
happening.
about to say they didn't know Korra was happening, so I gotta be on more Bob's
Cora was
side
just
there
like,
with the,
look at
like,
this Easter egg
Maybe
they
it
left
is
us.
more filler because Korra's just like a let's use that.
Oh, I guess maybe it was just a setup, right? They set it up for future, but yeah.
But I mean, to your point of world building, it helps when they have more
Yeah.
world to build, which they ended up getting years after they realized the cancellation was bad, and then they still canceled again the same show.
Mhm.
Well, the same people like who were making the show, which is crazy to have your show canceled twice and get the exact same fan reaction, and
Yeah.
Nickelodeon to still
Bro.
not fucking get it.
Legit.
Like,
That's
how do you not
insane.
get it, bro? Like, this is a gold mine, and
Dude.
you're fucking it up.
Well,
They let
they
the
already
actual
have the
salon
gold
make that
mine because
movie.
we still watch the original. So
It's the same kind of
Nickelodeon,
thing of like
But, like,
Nintendo. It's
Nickelodeon
the same
also
thing with
knows-
Nintendo not putting out the games on mobile, right? It's the exact same
Yeah, but at the
kind of
same
thing.
time,
It's like it's
they
just a
know that-
stubborn ass company.
They know that they've hit the ceiling with that IP. I'd argue like the other like IPs can go further and we'll watch. If they do another Avatar movie like that and the reviews are bad off
Yeah.
jump, like if it's like the other Avatar movie, it will tank. It will immediately tank in the box office. It will
Yeah.
not make $1 billion on a guess just because of the IP. Whereas if a Pokemon movie comes out tomorrow, we don't need to vet it. It's gonna make $1 billion. You know. So
Facts,
I feel
facts.
like they do
Aren't
have
they
a
making
ceiling.
another one
I
to
don't
follow
know.
the Pikachu one?
I would enjoy if they made like a actual Pokemon movie. Like we could just actually watch Ash become a dope trainer with the graphics from Detective Pikachu and the beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. Why don't they
Pokemon.
make it actually about the
Detective
story?
Pikachu is like
Yeah.
it doesn't remind me of playing Pokemon.
Yeah, no,
Whereas,
it was
way
kind of
cooler to
lame.
see
Yeah,
Ash
exactly in
hop
that
on
fashion.
Fucking go to like
Yeah.
fucking Pewter City for the first time.
Mhm.
You know, like watching
it's like they
fucking
didn't
battle
even-
the
yeah.
gym leaders. They missed a lot.
Yeah,
of
dude.
opportunities.
And Mew looked kind of weird, dude. So
Mew was jacked as fuck though. Like Mew was,
Yeah. Mew looked kind of strange. The animation on that was kind of weird. Maybe they should change it up in the next one. But
They should.
Beefy boy,
He
dude.
was a beefy boy,
boy.
dude. Like literally, like Mew was like, bro. They had him. Bro,
He was a
like,
juice,
bro,
man.
y'all
He was
remember?
roided
Y'all
up,
remember
man.
what happened? Wasn't it like Idris Elba or some shit? Come on, bro. I'm not capping. I'm not capping, bro. Like
No,
he,
it was
I never
Idris
saw the
Elba.
he
movie.
looked like the voice. He looked
Yeah.
like the voice of it.
I never saw the movie, so
You should watch. I tell everybody, watching the movie is worth it. Like I think it's worth it.
I watched it. Yeah.
I never played Pokemon.
The dude. The Charizard
It
look
doesn't
cool though.
remind
The
you of playing
Charizard.
Pokemon. It's a movie.
Yeah,
It's a
facts.
detective movie that
Facts.
includes Pokemon.
But there are
Yeah,
no
no,
cards.
It was nothing like it. Pokemon. Yeah, nothing like it.
This is a card game first.
No, it wasn't. I think it was it. No.
Dude, they should just make
think
one
the
where
video game is
everything's
before the
animated
card
instead of
game.
putting
Is it?
Pokemon
I
into
think
the world.
so.
They should just make an animated world with animated Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like
They
with
could
the
do a
3D
whole
type of
That's
Pokemon.
like a chicken or the egg question.
Yeah, you
we
Google
need
that. I really do want to know. I think the video game came first, then the card game was printed after it became popular.
No, I think it was probably
I thought it was
cards
the
first,
cards.
maybe.
Yeah.
No,
I think it's
wouldn't
cards
think it was
first.
cards.
I won't guess cards.
Because they were a card company. Nintendo was a game card company, I think, previously.
Mewtwo's voice
So I'm
was
guessing it would be the
Hiroto
cards.
Watanabe, and I'm pretty sure that's a guy who had something to do with the invention of it. The Pokemon video game came first. Come on, man. Come on.
Oh, it did?
It's almost
Oh.
like
Hold
a
on, hold on,
Pokemon
hold on.
streamer or something.
We
It's
need
almost like I stream this.
Oh.
It's almost like I
we
watch
need
it all
two
the time.
sources.
What the fuck do you need two sources for?
No, that's right. He's right.
Okay.
It was the game.
Go to Bulbapedia.
sources.
Go to Bulbapedia. That's the most popular Pokemon website ever.
Bulba
think
Garden. Yeah,
Okay.
it's right
It probably
here in the
came out with-
description. You're good.
Yeah.
We just needed another source.
Hell yeah.
Because like I could go on the internet and write anything, so we need another source.
You're right. You're right. I appreciate your fact checking. But yeah, nah, G. The video game was so popular that they were just like, bro, we need more money.
I think they used to make like just cards as well,
Yeah,
so maybe
Nintendo
that's
started off
what
as a
added to
playing
it.
card
We need
Yeah.
a live action Beyblade movie.
I would actually be hyped for that. No lie. Like, I mean, I don't know if you're saying it in jest, but like, I'd actually be pretty hyped for a live
Beyblades
action
are cool,
Beyblade.
dude.
Beyblades
are
were some of
cool.
the coolest toys.
Fighting tops that
I
are
also
actually
wouldn't
like
mind-
heavy.
My thing is, I think they would go too over the top with it, but I would not mind a Yu-Gi-Oh movie. Because the Yu-Gi-Oh game inside of the show was the card game you played outside
Yeah.
of the show. I thought that
Yeah,
was always
yeah.
cool
With
as
those
shit.
weird arm things.
Oh man, don't get me started, man. I want one so fucking
I recently saw a
Dude.
video of two guys playing
bad. I saw that
Yu-Gi-Oh.
video too. I saw that video
Dude,
too.
Yu-Gi-Oh was
Yeah.
lit, man. I always got made fun of because I never could afford that arm thing. Like my parents would never get it for me.
I never had
I was
the arm
gonna
My
make
thing,
mom
but I had a
wouldn't get
deck.
it for me, so I made my own out of
Oh
cardboard.
Yeah.
my god!
I was thinking, I was
You're
being,
them.
I was being like, resourceful,
Just
a
have your
MacGyver
deck,
of my
dude.
times.
Have some honor.
I got made fun of so fucking bad for
Yeah.
having a cardboard one. I stopped playing the game.
Why did you?
I completely
You
stopped
should have
playing the
just
game.
taken the cards and been like, "Yeah, I don't got one of those."
I completely stopped playing it. No,
Yeah, dude.
I was so
Could
sad.
have
Because
taped
my-
them to your forearm.
No, I mean,
So my
in
first problem
retrospect, I
was-
might have got made fun of less.
Yeah.
I overheard you guys talking. Same reason I don't fuck with Yu-Gi-Oh. Same reason.
I couldn't get one, but I loved it. I used to, man. I remember
No,
eating
but the
breakfast
show.
on a Saturday
dude,
watching
I love the
Yu-Gi-Oh.
show. I never
yeah,
played
show's
like
lit.
Yu-Gi-Oh the card
Facts.
game, but the show was
I have vivid
amazing.
memories
That was
of
such an
mornings
amazing
watching
show.
Yu-Gi-Oh. Like
Yeah.
remember, like,
Yeah.
like,
Oh
I can
man.
remember specific scenes and
Mhm.
battles, like
Yeah,
as I would
Yep,
reference.
yep.
Facts.
Like,
Remember
man,
like the three eyes blue dragon or something? No,
Yeah.
three-headed blue
Blue Eyes
dragon,
White Dragon,
whatever the
and then
fuck.
you
I
got-
don't remember
yeah.
what the
Oh,
fuck
man,
that
there
name
was
was,
so
but
much.
it was something like that.
there was so much, man. And there's actually
Blue
a
eyes white dragon.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's what it was. The blue eyes white
It was
dragon.
Blue Eyes White
some
Dragon,
shit.
but Yu-Gi-Oh has a free Nintendo Switch game. Fun fact, if you're interested.
I
They
think
also have
I
a
have
Game
it
Boy game you
downloaded.
can
Oh, true.
emulate. They have a card game for the Game Boy you can emulate if you own it, because that's how emulation works, I guess.
Well, that's how piracy works, not emulation.
No, emulation is when you own it and you also have a copy of it on your computer. That's emulation.
Well-
Piracy is if you just take it and you don't own a copy.
Emulation is just running something on a
Legal
virtual
emulation.
system. Well,
Legal
no,
emulation
but
of
emulation
games.
is just running something
You're
on
right,
a
it's a
virtual
ROM
machine
then.
that
ROM.
emulates the
The
original.
word I mean is ROM.
Dude,
That's
who
read-only
came up with
memory.
this idea of like
the
indirect
ROMs.
fighting that's in all these games? Like, so in Pokemon, it's indirect fighting. In Yu-Gi-Oh, it's indirect fighting.
You
like,
can't have
You
Who
gotta
started
run
coming up with
violence.
this stuff?
Yeah, and you can't have
You
children
can't
kill
have
children.
kill other people.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's very easy why you have
Facts.
indirect fighting.
Facts.
It's
Yeah.
very simple. Why do you think it says your Pokemon fainted?
Yeah.
When you know
Instead
you
of
just
killed 'em.
hit it with a barrel
Yeah.
roll of fire. You think it fainted? You think it fucking fainted?
Bro.
these are basically chicken fights that are legal. Right? Like, it's like-
PETA created a game called Pokemon Black
Dude,
and
where
Blue.
do you think
that was a
illegal animal
ROM.
fighting rings come from? Pokemon.
Definitely not. But PETA 100% wants you to think that. And PETA created a game called Pokemon Black and Blue, a ROM of Pokemon Red, where it was just all the animals were getting beat up and they were just dying. And then you could like see Pikachu with like scratches and his ear bitten off. It was wild.
Jesus.
It was one of the wilder PETA campaigns, man. It was insane, dude.
They're onto something.
Dude, I think there's one
They were
hack.
like, you're
There's one
literally teaching
hacked ROM.
kids to fight animals. And it was
Yeah.
like, do you think this
That's
little girl with her
wild.
dog named Pikachu is about to tell him to fight?
Yes.
Do you think it's going to listen?
Yeah. Dude, there's this
you
one
think these
hacked ROM.
children
Every
It's not the
Pokemon.
threat of right
Pokemon-
now. It's the threat in 20 years.
No.
Every
Josh.
Pokemon you
This is
kill,
the same,
they
this is
just
the
leave the
same as the
Pokemon where it
parents
is.
who argued that Superman was dangerous for kids because they were going to jump out of windows. I think there's something else you need to say to that kid first.
Facts.
I bet you
Facts.
I can find multiple instances of kids jumping out windows.
Yes.
I already have one in my head. And two, I bet
Oh my
you
God.
I can find multiple instances of kids who watch Pokemon growing up to fight dogs or other animals.
Okay. But my thing is, it's not widespread, the cause. It existed before. It would exist if it didn't exist.
But did viewership go up?
No, get out of here. It's the Pokemon does not promote children to fight with animals. These
You don't know.
animals are
Kids
all
might be
mystical.
playing Pokemon and go and find illegal streams of dogfighting.
That's wild. That is not how it works.
Bro.
I can,
Yeah, no, there's
like
some
literally
other- there's
no.
other
What would
factors
probably
there.
happen with a little kid just screaming at
They
their
do that.
dog Thunder and like telling it to do like a command or something, and it just
What if that
and the
dog kills his
but-
mom?
and then the dog literally just turns around and like says no. Like Bob, I'm not entertaining
What
that
if
bullshit.
What if the
Dog
dog
kills
is
I'm
his
not
mom?
entertaining this.
Oh my god.
I'm not entertaining
Yo,
this.
where did
This
What if
shit
the
go.
dog is like, that word sounds like fighting, and it just goes and attacks something?
I'm not entertaining.
Bob, I go around
Yeah.
just yell thunder at dogs, and one of them attacks you. That'll be the wildest shit ever.
Earthquake. Get the fuck out of here. Nothing's no.
That's not how dogs work, Bob. That's not how they work.
You know that. That's so dumb. That's
If
so
you
dumb.
have the right kind of dog.
No, that's not how that works. It's not. If you get this type of dog,
Thunder.
it behaves like a Pokemon. No.
Thunderbolts.
Well, all of them kind of behave like a
Or
Pokemon.
the worst that would happen is your child throws Pokemon
Flamethrower.
balls repeatedly at your dog's head, wondering why it
Yeah.
won't shrink down and go.
And then the
inside.
dog dies of brain trauma.
Jesus Christ! You don't have to
no.
take an immediate dark every time. I feel like
This
you've
is
gone
what
immediate-
Pokemon does to the world.
It doesn't. I love that you can have such strong opinions for a game you've never played.
It's just unsafe, irresponsible.
Yeah, no, that is definitely not what people think. People just think about playing the game more, not even applying it to real life. Like they think they
And
don't
then
connect to real life
you
to
All
it
these
at all.
kids are in real life just glued to screens
Dude.
trying to look for one Pokemon
Yeah.
to finish their freaking decks that they've been trying to finish
Exactly.
for a month.
Then you have the kids who go like camping with their little school clubs, and they run into a bear, and instead of like trying not to get eaten by the bear,
No.
they just throw a
No.
Pokeball at it.
No.
No, how would a little
then
kid
they
like
get
that
These
be
are
outside
the,
on
these,
its
first
own?
of all, I'm positive they
Like, what?
probably have an age restriction just to make sure it's not, because that's
Yeah.
super 5-year-old. Like that.
And then they get mauled.
That's super 5-year-old. And first of all,
There's no kid
you
that would be
should not-
there's no kid that would be
there-
alone like that.
you should not be in a situation.
They find a rattlesnake, throw a Pokeball at it.
You should not be in a situation where a child is in front of a deadly animal and you
With a
are not the
Pokeball.
buffer
Yeah, with a
in between.
With the
Pokeball. Yeah.
Pokeball.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
How do they have
Go to
the Pokeball?
Australia.
Facts.
Happens every day. The land of things that kill you.
I said I wasn't going to entertain this.
Oh my god, Bob really wanted to just talk about this for
He does, man. Look, let's talk about some other things, man. We got some actual topics. We got last week's topics, things we haven't got to.
Thanks.
And something that we haven't got to is some Apple stuff, man. So we got two Apple topics on the list. We could low-key combine them into one. We could dive into this Apple AR slash VR first, because low-key I've been talking with my homies a lot. I feel like all my friends have VR now. I'm the only one who doesn't at this point.
That's relatively new, by the way.
It is
I had
it's
one
a this
for
week
like a
development.
year.
It was
It's
just
like
you.
last week.
It was
that
just
other
Bob for
people got
years, and now there's 3 of my friends who have them in the last 2 weeks. So I'm just like, shit.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to hop on the wave, but at the same time, like I'm waiting for this more Apple type thing.
Yeah.
And I know that Pars sent us a TikTok about
Yeah.
the AR glasses.
Yeah, check out this TikTok, guys.
You good?
Yeah, no, it was just that burp hurt my soul. Like I felt that through my whole body.
I'm not.
I mean, you don't have to click TikTok. I watched it already because I watched the TikTok about it, but it was like these people talking about just what was to come and the speculation around what would be in these AR glasses from Apple.
I'm worried this headline is going to be the thing. They're going to be obsolete the day they drop.
Interesting. So I feel like, and this is a hot take that I'm taking from somebody else, but I can't remember who it was. I believe it might have been on Waveform, but they were saying that this would probably be more dev unit. This wouldn't be something that you'd see be like the large product drop, similar to like, what's that comment over there? Similar to like how there's stuff like how Apple would drop the Apple Watch and it had a crazy high price at first, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, I wasn't going to say
Sorry,
it. You
there was
needed
a
to read
comment.
it.
Rodrigo just bought an ATV in Indiana. Congratulations.
Rodrigo, you live in Illinois.
Yeah.
In Chicago, in a city.
We're going to push on past that one.
You can't ride those here. Just so you're aware.
That one.
Yeah, that's
we'll
lit, Rod. That's lit.
We'll talk about that later.
Congrats.
Congrats. I'm glad. I got some questions, but we can ask them later. I think that they'll drop something in this first year that won't be widely picked up, like iPad Pro. Not everybody got one when they first came out. Apple Watch, not everybody got one when they first came out.
Dude, I think the key will be.
I know, but people did.
I think the key will be what apps are on this.
Are good now. Like the devices are good because those people bought them.
Well, no, they can't just like launch it and have it work with nothing else. That's gonna kill it.
Well, no, that's the thing. Apple always teams up with multiple developers for the launch of something new.
Well, no,
and they make sure it has things for launch, but it's never what it becomes. Like even when we think about the iPod 2 and the second version of the iPhone with the App Store, you could hit the bottom of the App Store in an hour. Like, and everyone knew that, but the potential was there. And I think Apple is trying to either show potential or see if it's a waste of money. And you're right about it. It could be a little late in the sense of the technology being outdated. Damn, you didn't even hit the symbol. I meant to say it to Parse, but then I was looking at you because I realized Parse can't hear us. But like, I'll say the take again when we get Parse back, but it's more just like Apple has the ability to be the one that everyone purchases, even if it's not the best or the newest. Like Apple always has that ability. Like
facts, dude. Facts.
In every market that Apple steps into, they have the ability where if they are not the best, they still are the one that people trust and people will purchase, making it so that they can do more research,
100%.
making it so that they can like eventually make it to the likings of the public. They have the largest test group of any company. That's kind of just what it ends up being tech-wise.
Even if this is obsolete, this is gonna introduce like this huge demographic to AR and VR, right?
So it's
gonna be a huge introduction, as well as like whatever developer community hops into this, it's gonna be huge, right? They're gonna start developing crazy apps on top, and then that's when it's gonna actually be useful. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Is the headset gonna be good at all?
I think it'll be pretty decent. They bought an AR VR company just for this.
Also, this got shelved twice, which gives me hope because when Apple shelves something and it comes back out, it's usually because they figured out the way to do it like in a more Apple sense. They figured out a way to do it in a way that people would like. HomePod, for example. HomePods were not sold for 5 years straight. They came back. HomePods are one of the like dopest items they have now. Like they easily found the mixture of where to put it inside of the market. So it's like, even if they, as I said, they got the largest test group, people will buy it. Like, even if it's only like a small percentage of their base, and it's like, it might not be the best, but those people are going to tell them what's wrong with it. And then there's also the fact of like, we could probably get developers that would be larger developers that might not see the point of going in on Oculus right now seeing a point of going in on it, because they're like, oh,
they definitely see going into Apple 100%.
And like Apple's in the market, maybe they even start creating things for like, the Meta Quest and shit like that. This will inspire competition in the market no matter what. That excites me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just like, what are they going to do? Want. They're not going to make it work with PC. Nope. They're not going to make it work with game consoles. Who's going to buy one that works with nothing else?
No, but that's the point. Yeah, exactly. We'll buy it.
Because
the stands will still buy it.
Consists of their products.
The stands will buy it, and the game developers will then flock to Apple after that, right? So then all the game developers will be on Apple AR VR, and then Apple will start having the coolest games in AR VR soon.
But Apple doesn't care about gaming. They have proved that
It will.
multiple
It
times.
will.
They
Apple-
act like they
my
do
thing
and they
is-
don't.
Well, my thing is, you're correct. It does seem like they act like they do, but they don't. And then they did that full push into Apple Arcade. Maybe that's a latent team, and maybe they're just gonna focus all of those people over to focusing on make some VR shit.
It doesn't. They refuse to make a proper graphics API for their M1 chip.
but
There's no way to make games that will run well on any of the Apple silicon.
I don't even think I think you're approaching this from gaming, and I think gaming is the afterthought of this device. I think they're trying to make a device that you live life through. I think they're trying to make something
you
that
alter
you are going to
your
use
reality
in your everyday life. Like, I don't think the purpose of this is to plug it into my computer and play a game. And if the case is that they make it for real world application, I can see there being a way to play it with PC.
No,
Where
dude,
you literally
imagine
choose
if it's
as a
like some Jarvis type of shit, dude. So they'll connect an LLM to this, right? They'll connect one of these AIs to it. Whatever they come out with, they'll have a huge
Their
upgrade
AI
for
will
Siri soon,
100%
I'm
just
sure.
be called Siri
Right?
at this point. I'm positive.
So yeah, I mean Siri,
No way
Siri will have a
just
huge
said
upgrade.
Facts.
Siri will have a huge upgrade eventually, right? And
Or they'll
then,
be like, "Here's
dude, now
Siri's
it's gonna be
cousin."
like Jarvis.
Here's
You can
Sirius.
track shit. You can map shit out. You could alter your reality, dude. What if it's gonna be normal to wear these goggles walking around now, dude? Like everyone's wearing these goggles,
It's like
just like the AirPods.
Legit
You know?
like AirPods, man.
I'm here for it. Fucking here for it. I wanted Google Glass to be cooler. I would have wore Google Glass anywhere. What do you mean? I'd wear them right now if they still had any.
I don't
decent
think
software
people will
support.
walk around in them until like the glasses I have on are AR.
Yeah, but the only way to get there is to drop something bigger first.
Well, yeah, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying I don't think
Yeah.
you'll see people walk around in them until they're this.
I think. See,
You might see like
you
one.
might see some
you've said
people.
it
You'll
before.
see some
Like
people.
one.
But
I bet you.
I feel like
I bet you'll see
noticed
someone.
the phenomenon before. Apple fans are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
They're crazy,
This is
man. I
anyone-
bet you're
Are
gonna
we going
start
back
seeing
into
them.
the problem we had last week? Because
No,
this is
but-
part
no,
of
but
it.
I
this
remember
is what
when
I'm saying.
AirPods were weird.
Apple fans are
Like,
fucking crazy.
AirPods
Like,
used to look
I
so
agree
Yeah,
with you that
I
it
know I'm
seems
crazy.
wild that people
I'm
just start walking
crazy.
around with headsets.
Yes.
But if
am.
anybody could do it,
Yeah,
if
bro.
anybody could do it, it's the people who got me wearing a watch and carrying the same phone and just
Facts.
upgrading them bitches year after year. Like, it's that company.
Facts.
It's that
Yeah,
company,
yeah.
bro. It
And
wasn't
I'm
gonna be Google.
snagging the 15 right when it comes out, man.
Bro, that's
snagging
what I'm
iPhone
saying. So
15.
it's
Makes
like,
you
man,
makes you worry about the world.
it does. They're $1 trillion company.
Well,
Because of
just
people
that
like me.
people just do it because it's Apple. Like
Well, it's
that's
not, well,
just
that's
Yeah,
the
hell
thing.
yeah.
Wild.
But like once again, as you said, like
Hell
as I was
yeah,
saying, you were
exactly.
agreeing with about the point of like until they get to the size of regular glasses, people have to go and use them first to get the size down. Like it's not just gonna be a jump to and here's a pair of Apple thin frame glasses. Like I feel like first it'll start
Yeah,
off maybe like
yeah.
a little visor you dig, then they get smaller, and then they get better. And even if it inspires other companies, like there might be another company that can come up with the technology that goes in the glasses, they might put Apple in the dust. Apple's been up there for a long time.
Yeah.
Like we have a lot of companies that are like haven't moved in years, and like these markets usually have movement. So it's like there could be another device that takes it over, especially when we're talking.
There's
new
going to be
tech.
huge movements soon. Dude, it's also going to be the impact of AI too. So we're not even seeing the impact yet, but it's going to ramp up really quickly at some point, right? And all of a sudden, AI is even going to start affecting hardware and how that develops. So whoever has the best AI will also develop the best hardware. And then now that game might get pulled out, like the rug might get pulled out under Apple, you know what I'm
That's
saying? And
super
they might be
Westworld.
falling to their death.
That's like the season where the AI was pretty much controlling everybody's lives. I don't know if you guys watch Westworld, but like there's a season where
I stopped watching when they got to the real world. It fell off.
so this is the real world season. So in the real world season, the
Yeah,
villain
that's
is
what
an
happens in
AI.
Person of Interest too.
Yeah, the
Watch,
villain,
check
the
that
villain
show
is a
out too.
freaking
Every
AI.
AI in every movie is a
Yeah.
villain.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's just like we're getting to that point. I mean, like where it's just like
You ready
the
to
person
fight
with the best
AIs?
AI creates like the best plan. The best plan ultimately is what we need here.
I ain't sharing my AI killing ideas with you. You called me my rat ideas stupid.
No, I
so.
did.
Dude,
Your
tell
rat
me,
idea
tell
is
me,
still dumb.
tell me, Bob.
Don't
How
tell
would
me.
you
Well, I can't
get rid
tell
of an
him.
AI?
I can't
Bob,
tell
tell me,
him.
how would you get rid of an AI that's on every
kill other
system?
rats.
He's right here. I can't. I literally just said I can't tell him.
Don't tell it. I don't think it's worth it.
I can tell you parts,
Tell
but
me.
I can't
Tell
tell
me.
Josh. Josh,
Yeah.
go outside.
Alright.
the
No,
room.
no. I just make sure
pretend
to do it when I'm not needed.
that you're not
I'm okay with
hearing.
that.
No, go outside the room.
No, I'm fine.
What the,
outside
people want to know.
The
You
people
don't get
wanna
to know.
The people don't want to know. People don't want to know. Trust me. They're fine. They're fine sitting and not knowing. I'm 100% positive. But yeah. I don't even know where I was about to go off of that because I was just so staunchly denying that anyone cared about your AI killing fucking plants. If it's anything like the AI rat plant, it's stupid. But yeah, man, I think that AI will ultimately be the thing that either saves us or kills us at this point. And we went so long in this episode without bringing up AI, man. Like, I'm proud of us.
Welcome back, AI.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't hear any big news this week.
Yeah, there
wasn't any big.
Actually, there was. I just didn't want to say it. But like the big AI news that happened was the guy who was overseeing the development of the AI at Google left Google and then started warning people of the danger of AI. Like, he literally was like, "Hey,
he was on CNN. I saw that clip. Yeah, he was on CNN,
and I was like, "That reassures no one."
Yeah.
Well, a bunch of us already knew that. We need the masses to know that so that we can stop AI development.
That story seems like kind of buried-ish. Like I had to really find that when I was reading.
Yeah, no, it's like the whole world will never be able to agree on this topic, right? Dude, they can't. The whole world can't agree on anything, right? So there's no way they're gonna start now.
Good
so
and bad also
this is over, man. If one day AI is gonna emerge and we're all gonna have to deal with it, man. It's as simple as that. We don't need to worry about it anymore, man. That's my opinion on it. Just don't worry about it. Keep doing what you're doing.
We're too far gone. That's my thing. It's like, look, if you wanted to care, you should have been scared when the .com bubble started. Like after you got everything you got out of the internet, where the fuck
you should have realized that eventually compute was gonna go up to a point where some shit's gonna pop out of this. So
it's just like after we saw what people could use internet for, you should have known that like there was no turning back. There's only one direction on this effing train. Like we figured out how to talk to people from across the world. We figured out how to make the computers talk to each other without us being needed. It was game.
Mm-hmm.
We get to live through the apocalypse.
I don't think you're giving yourself a lot of years. I don't know.
This could happen in 5 years with AI.
But I feel like
AI could solve a lot. Of our shit, man. I mean, we might survive, man. We might survive for a while.
I don't think that
AI could solve a lot of shit for us.
There would be for the world to end due to it. I feel like it would have to be like a great mess up or too many people just thinking it's good and then we fall into a trap type shit.
I don't. I think AI could already have fooled the creators and could already have access to way more shit than they think it does, and it could decide tomorrow that we're going to take every robot in the world and fight humans.
That's wild. Just Transformer shit. Blenders start coming to life.
Yeah, but I doubt it, man. I doubt it.
Just making a Transformer joke.
I think at the end of the day,
pull the top unscrew the couple.
End of the day, we can't predict what's going to happen. So I'll,
screw it back to tighten and lock it. Yeah, we can't predict it, but
it's just going to be a coin flip, man. Either we die or we don't. Simple as that, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be a coin flip.
It's 50-50.
So scary.
There's no
we're
stupid. Dude, in reality,
we are in our lives.
Dude, I think in reality, humans are stupid for thinking that we can predict what something potentially like 100 times smarter than us could do. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't predict that. You know what I'm saying?
Like it would be really cool if we had some AR glasses that changed the world to like, if we fucking die, we die.
You changed it.
This is 15 minutes. I'm sorry, I did. This is on me. I didn't think that we were leading straight to like, well, we're gonna live through the apocalypse, baby. Like,
one man can't kill an AI unless you have my plan.
Oh God.
That was the worst
not his plan again
in this show's history.
Not his plan again.
Man,
Bobby's got to figure it out.
All right.
There's one more thing that I had on the list for today that we can chop it up about really quick before we get out of here. I don't know if you all saw this. This was in the music world.
A surprising amount about this.
You have? That's awesome. I don't even know how I came across your desk per se. But Ed Sheeran said he's going to stop making music if he loses this lawsuit. This lawsuit is for the song Thinking Out Loud, which the people are claiming, and not Marvin Gaye's estate. They're not suing. It is the other part of the ownership. They're trying to sue him over the song Let's Get It On. Famously, when the song came out, the one of the members, Sean from, what's their name? Oh my God, how am I blanking? He's from like one of the greatest groups of Motown, of like it's like the New Jack Swing era. They made Motown Philly. Either way, I'll look at Boyz II Men. Jesus Christ is what I was trying to say.
Oh,
but
I didn't know
so
you were
yeah,
going for that.
No. Boyz II Men. So they were trying to. He said famously, like right after the song came out, they're asking him in an interview when he's getting off a plane, "Do you like that new Ed Sheeran song?" And he goes, "It's the same chord progression as Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye." And that's even what really brought anyone's attention to it.
Well, then there's the Ed Sheeran did a concert where he mashed Let's Get It On and
yes. But like that's newer, like that's like so much newer. Where like he's
well, that's like their main piece of evidence.
But at the same time, I could mix thousands of songs together like that.
Well,
like, the confusion here is they are two completely different songs. They are not the same notes.
No,
they are not the like. And this is the same as the Blurred Lines settlement, which may be the precedent for this. They were sued based upon the vibe and the groove of the song. None of the notes were the same. The actual pattern was different, but like. Yeah. They were sued by Marvin Gaye's estate over
these
Blurred
suits
Lines.
Are so weird,
and
man.
It's actually crazy because we're getting too far in the world where music has done this forever, but copyright has not been here forever. Mm-hmm. It's the same notes everyone has, and like there should be a better method, Battery. There should be a better method of how you could actually go about. It just happened. It was not the signal. There should be a better method of how you can actually go about like figuring out if a song is actually going to be. I'm talking through here so Parks can hear me. Put the battery in.
All right, that was more confusing than anything you could have.
But you never had to stop putting the battery in. Now stop.
I was like, why the fuck did your
Jesus Christ. And now I went to go not waste the time, and now we're wasting the time, man. We need a better method of how we can figure out the song. Really trying to say.
That input is than yours. That threw me off.
All you have to do is put the battery. You stopped dead in your tracks. You were a deer in the headlights.
Yes,
you were a deer in the headlights. You were a deer in the headlights. Nothing messed up.
Yeah, either. Well, don't just change your audio without telling me.
That's all I had to say about this topic.
Bro.
Jesus. Dude, especially if you want me to move with haste, don't throw another variable in.
Don't stop fucking completely. Don't get mad at me at your fight or flight responses to literally stop and do nothing.
It's not a fight or flight
response. You stopped and did nothing.
I looked at a computer to figure out what the fuck was going on.
You were frozen. You were completely frozen. Battery
when
held
you
under
look at a computer, how much do you move?
I'm not going any deeper into this because I don't care.
Dude, all right. So I think is that I think these these lawsuits are inevitable because people are greedy for money, man. They want all the money they can get. So they're always going to have these lawsuits where they're trying to get half of the money, right?
Well, yeah.
And then the other side of it is, dude, with this AI voice stuff, I wonder what's going to happen with this AI voice stuff, man, because if people are just able to freely use these voices and make music now, like what's even the point? You know, artists are going to not make music. Like they're just going to be pissed off that they're just being copied, you know?
Yeah.
So then they're not even going to make music.
I think it would create a different market entirely.
Yeah, I agree more so with you on that. Because I think Drake dropping a song is still gonna do numbers because it's still Drake. Even though I can listen to AI Drake, that's not actually listening to Drake.
Well, it's like if.
But what's the point to Drake to drop a song if it gets a quarter the amount of views it would have got before AI Drake?
Exactly. Like now it's not worth it for them to even drop.
The same reason why it matters right now, because right now streams don't fucking pay you anything in the first place. The only reason people are dropping music is to go tour, is to go do a live performance, whether it be on television or whether it be for their fans. You'll never lose the market of live performance. The reason why you would listen to the real song versus the AI song is the real song will be played at a show you can go to. The AI song will never be played at a show you can go to. It might get mixed by a DJ, but it cannot be sung by that artist. It's not their song. They don't care about that
I think the main problem is if it's ever better than what the artist can make.
If Taylor Swift and Ticketmaster showed you anything, it is that people will never stop actually going out to see live music. Yeah. Like that's not going to happen.
Yes. No, live music is something different. Yeah,
like,
for real.
I think that it will devalue the fuck out of streaming more. Like the artists don't get paid for music right now anymore.
No,
so it's like I don't think it will matter at all. Like come the time where we are in our 40s, music is not going to make money. I personally am okay with that because I think all music should be free in the first place, and I think you should make your money a different way. But I don't make music, so it's not for me to say. Like it's not for me to rate their art on
until his mixtape coming 2 months from now. Be ready for the drop.
My mixtape would drop for free because mixtapes.
It's just, I mean, it's just a monetization problem, right? Like, how do you really monetize music? That's like a whole other question. You can't monetize music
unless you are getting a whole bunch of streams or you're performing live. And a whole bunch of streams is like Beyonce Drake numbers or those crazy singles like Old Town Road popping up. Like, you need a faithful base to consistently make music off of streaming. You will not make like, it's so impossible. What equals a play makes no sense, and it never will.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same. It's the same thing for us video creators, right? It's like these streams mean nothing now. But, it's just you need the fan base to buy something of yours, basically. But at the
same time, the streams will still, the streams on a video will still equal ad space. And I would argue, if that model was brought over to rap, they would make way more money than people who made video ever would. So there is a difference there, because I'm sure like an artist's music video probably pays them out more than doing the song. If that, because like there's a whole bunch of music videos like freaking Broccoli that has billions of views. Like, so it's like,
that's another question why I don't
making stacks off that video.
Why don't rappers make more music videos?
Because
that's
music
always something I've thought of.
Cost a lot up front, so they are a gamble in and of themselves. It's like you can spend a whole bunch of money on this video and it cannot go. You can do a little video on your iPhone and it actually goes. But like those are like a toss up. And also some of them are very
unless you do like a Lyrical Lemonade type of shit now.
Yeah, but those are even different as well, because you see pages like a Lyrical Lemonade would probably also drop a behind the scenes video, because that's the one that they're going to be like, this has the spot for us to put 3 ads in. Like But also that's
dude,
why you have
it's
something
just
like
hard to
Lyrical
make a
Lemonade,
song with
they
ads.
probably have a crazy deal so that they can drop that video. Like, that probably has interesting payouts of who got paid where and who paid for what for that video to get on their channel versus that video being on like an official Nintendo channel. Like, I can't even imagine what that contract that's probably a lot. That's wild. But it's like, I don't know,
dude. It's a tough game no matter what type of creation art you're in. It's tough out here, man.
If you can't sell a commodity, that's all I know. It doesn't really matter at the end. If you don't have something you can actually,
you need a good, you need a good to. It literally needs to be like a good or service like that. You're
or you
really
need to provide
fucking,
a product that is so high quality. You are at the top of whatever the market may be. But then, like, that's also why you see shit like Patreon. I'm surprised artists haven't jumped on Patreon for exclusive music, but I feel like it'll just get leaked everywhere then. But at the same time, it's like,
it'll get leaked. That's the problem.
Like, that's the problem. I feel like it would make just as much sense for me to be like, yo, like $3 to an artist, and they hit me
audio
with, like,
can get recorded, dude. That's the.
But you could technically do this
failure
with
of audio.
Videos
you
too.
Can record
like, there are people who go into people's Patreons and they will literally just screen cap all the videos and upload them to YouTube on another channel. Like, and it's wild, but like people do it. So it's like, I don't know. I guess there's more
people do it all the time.
Because the music is more precious, I guess, than maybe somebody being like, here's the extended version of a video that I cut down for YouTube.
I'm sure you could do it where like potentially the audio file is like encrypted and you can't, the only way you could record it is like if your phone records it, you know, like you could potentially do something like that.
Like,
maybe
somebody could just hold another phone to the phone and that audio is more likely to circulate than somebody holding an iPhone to a video. Because I mean, like right now, if somebody said, yo, there's a whole new Kendrick album, but I recorded it off my phone sitting in the back of the studio, I would still listen to every single song. But if somebody said, I got that brand new Avengers movie that ain't supposed to come out for 2 years, but I was sitting in the back recording on an iPhone 4, I'm not watching.
Yeah, that'd be terrible because you can't even hear. If you could hear it clearly,
that'll take away my whole experience.
Yeah, dude, music is something weird, right? Like you could hear it even in like bad quality and it's still
I hear
good.
it in poor quality. I'll make up the rest of my head. I got it.
Exactly. Exactly. Also, like just hearing something low quality is an experience in itself.
Yeah, because then once you get the full quality, when you like, I was part of the, you don't even understand.
I heard this.
I knew before y'all knew.
Legit.
That this was already the shit.
Bro.
There's a pride to having leaked music. There's not that big of a pride to having other leaked shit.
Facts.
Yeah, man.
Dude, people will get the info out, man. So it like shows you that, you know, you can't do anything.
That's what I'm saying. That's why
you can't do nothing, man.
Why can't art just be better? Like, why can't it just be paid properly in the first place to people that create it? And we create
it's like there's no,
that don't,
because we can't come up with a good way to do it. I mean, dude, maybe I need to think about this prompt some more on a solution. Really, but no one's come up with a good solution for it. That's it. That's
because too many people
fundamental
want too much
prompt
of the money. It's like once you get to a certain level, I feel like everyone's just like, I want this piece of what you have and this piece, and it's like you all are entitled to portions, I guess, but the portions you want are crazy. That's why a stream is worth what it's worth, because they don't want to pay people. I guarantee you they don't want to pay what every single one of Drake's streams not plays would cost. Like what it would count without the math behind it. I doubt that, like, they're like, we don't have that. That's probably what they figured out. And instead of going, maybe we should change what the value of music is, they just said, we're just going to move the goalpost for the people who are like the artist.
Yeah, and dude, like, platform cost is such a thing too, right? So like Spotify just eats all their money in reality, right? Like Spotify straight up eats it straight up, like on the front end. So it's like you get nothing on the back end. And so
it's not a lucrative business.
With all of these,
it's not sustainable for either side of the coin. And it just makes me go like, there's got to be another way.
Like, nothing. And dude, it's just like us making short form video. We don't get paid at all for short form video. We're just making tons of videos, getting tons of views
to pay the bigger people.
You know?
That's what
exactly.
I'm just like, so the lower videos are people who are not getting paid.
Exactly.
The videos that are paying out,
that are pumping everyone else.
The top getting paid.
Legit.
Yep.
That's wild. It's a system that is going to fail itself one day, and I don't know when that'll be, man. Hey, but G, that is where we gotta end this episode. I feel like that's a good point to wrap up on out here. What? Somebody think of a quote. You got one?
I always have.
Okay, yeah, but I'm always skeptical because you keep saying you always have one, and it just.
Have I ever failed to have one?
Have you ever failed with the quote?
That's not a thing. You ask for a quote, I provide a quote.
Okay. You're not talking to the mic, but you're talking with authority.
I have a quote.
Okay.
You ask for a quote.
Okay.
There's no other qualification here.
Got you. Cool. Well, keep it ready. Make sure you all tune in to all the dope content that we're dropping throughout the week, man. Ananya's got another video coming for y'all this week, as well as the video he already dropped, man. Pars has some content on the way, as well as they're both dropping all these shorts daily. So y'all got so much shit to check out, man. Make sure to check out. I'm dropping a podcast tomorrow at like noon. It's gonna be Gold Haze on the pod, so make sure to check that shit out. We're gonna be doing real big fanfare on Instagram over there for that, and I'm streaming for charity over on Twitch. Hope for the Day. It's in the link in my bio and everything. You all could like spread those resources or give to the charity that's about suicide prevention. They are a charity in Chicago. They're really dope. But they just seek to like give everyone resources about just so many different things and so many different things that you could deal with the help of other people if you cannot do it on your own. So it's really dope. If you want to check that out, go check it out. Thanks. I'll be streaming Pokemon all week, and I'll be streaming with these guys, playing some Super Smash Bros. As well this week, so you can see a better than cable video game. Man, we'll be out there, G. We'll be out there. So make sure you're tuning in to all this stuff, man. What's the quote, Bobo?
I don't get out of my video character till the DVD is done.
If you could have did it straight, it would have been funnier. But I don't know because I'm still laughing. You gotta.